Okay. Hello, YouTube coin community. It's me, Robert, with Cointalk. How's everyone doing today? Hello. It's the Cayenne Coins. Welcome to YouTube Cointalk. Hope you enjoy yourself. Namaste. Hello to you. Well, we see all of our panels in there, so we're going to take in, we got a few things for you today. We're going to be discussing large currency. The old large, some people call them horse blankets. I'm certain you have several different names. And Sierra Hippie was nice enough to send me a few photographs of coins he bought from us. And I graded them, and then he took and he got them graded at PCS. So we'll get a look to see how that compares. But first and foremost, we're going to take and go to the news, and we're going to start with Brad. So, Brad, take it away. Unmute yourself, Brad. Unmute yourself.
Hi, everybody, again. It looks like coin shows are running strong this week, November 8 to 9. Sunnyvale, California coin show, of course, in Sunnyvale, California. The 8th through the 10th, the Tennessee State in East Ridge, Tennessee, near Chattanooga. On the 9th, the Cleveland Coin Expo in Broadview Heights, Ohio. The Norfolk Coin Show in Norfolk, Virginia. Cambridge Coin Show in Cambridge, Maryland, and the Marion Coin Club Show in Marion, Indiana. On the 10th, the Orange Coin and Collectible Show in Orange, Connecticut, the West Suburban Coin Show in Countryside, Illinois, Burlington Coin Show in Burlington Township, New Jersey, the Empire State Numismatic Association Annual Show in Utica, New York. Also on the 10th, the Montgomery County Coin Show in Telford, Pennsylvania, South Brevard Coin Show in Melbourne, Florida, and the 71st Street Coin and Currency Show in Indianapolis, Indiana. On the 14th through the 16th, the big one, Whitman's Baltimore Coin Show. The 15th and the 16th, the Augusta Coin Show, Coin Club Show in Grovetown, Georgia. There's also the Central Valley Coin and Collectible Show in Modesta, California. On the 16th only, the Fort Myers Coin Show in Fort Myers, Florida. The 17th, the Buckeye Sunday Show, Hilliard, Ohio. The Onondaga Numismatic Association Coin and Currency Show in Liverpool, New York. The Buffalo Numismatic Association Coin Show in Cheektowaga, New York. The North Attleboro Monthly Coin and Collectible Show in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, the Nashua, New Hampshire Coin and Stamp Show, and the St. Paul Coin Show in St. Paul, Minnesota. And on the 17th, the Fort Lauderdale Monthly Coin Show in Plantation, Florida. That's all I have. Kevin, do you have something to add to that list?
Yes, I do. Taking a look at CoinZip, I am seeing for this upcoming weekend, November 8th and the 9th, I'm also seeing the Southwest Missouri Coin Show in Carthage, Missouri. Ravenhawk Coins is presenting the Norman Goldsberry Oklahoma Coin Show, November 8th and 9th in Norman, Oklahoma. Brandon Coin Club Show over in Brandon, Florida is happening on the 9th, as is the Seminole Coin and Watch Show, Seminole, Florida. The 2024 Western Maryland Fall Coin Show in Cumberland, Maryland. Middle River Coin Club Show, Middle River, Maryland. Livingston County Coin Club Fall Show in Howell, Michigan. On the 9th and 10th, we have the Portland Coin Show in Clackamas, Oregon. The Camelback Collectibles Coin Show in Phoenix, Arizona is on the 10th. I couldn't keep up with you, Brad, so pardon me if I duplicate a couple of yours. So the South Brevard Coin Show in Melbourne, Florida is happening also on the 10th. Central Illinois Numismatic Society Fall Show in Springfield, Illinois. The Greater Worcester Coin Show in Auburn, Massachusetts. Royal Oak Metro Detroit Coins and Collectibles Show in Royal Oak, Michigan. the Detroit area coin show in Southfield, Michigan, the ONR coin show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and the Milwaukee Numismatic Society annual coin show 2024, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, on November the 10th.
I guess.
And with the prices for the spot, we have David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. I'm going to quote you some prices for precious metals. This is per Kitco as we stand right now. Gold is up $39.80 to $26.98 an ounce. Silver is up 76 cents to 31.90. Platinum is up $7 to $9.92. Palladium is down $11 to $1,008, and rhodium is even at $45.25. Robert, back to you.
Okay, everybody. Let's see. Let's go. I'll tell you what. We're going to introduce everybody. So, Nick, we'll go to you first. We'll start with you. Go ahead and
Hi.
introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Nick from Nick's Coins.
And B, we're going to go to you. Unmute yourself, sweetheart.
Thank you. Yeah. Hi, I'm Blue Moon B, and I'm a coin enthusiast and addict.
Okay. There you go, everybody. So
Wake up,
we
Brad.
yeah. Oh,
Wait.
yeah.
Wake
The other
up,
way.
Brad.
Okay, what we are going to do is, well, like I say, he's going to be discussing some, well, like I say, horse blankets they call them, but
some big bills like my grocery bill, my mortgage, my car payment. I'm looking for help. You know, my GoFundMe page is open.
Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. You're loaded. You know it.
Aren't we all?
I need to take donations. We got to heat my house this winter.
okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, guys. Well, first, if you don't mind, I'm going to take and thank you, Sierra Hippie, for sending me. I sold him some Morgan dollars, and they were circulated. I graded them. You'll see my grades, and you'll see my mistake. I talked with Kevin and David before the show. I was like, man, I really messed one up. But let's look at them, and we'll go over them. The first one that we took and I sold him was a 1897S Morgan dollars. You can see right here. I graded it AU55. Well, so did PCGS. Not bad. Okay, this is the one I really messed up on. I graded it, and I left a lot of money on the table. In 1894 New Orleans, I graded a VF25. It came back at XF45. I'm upset at myself because I should have known that. That's just a mistake on my part. I have to accept it. Sometimes I overgrade, sometimes I undergrade. As you can see, this one I undergraded. Next up, we have a 1900. Here again, I undergraded it. I thought it was an AU50. I did not think it would make a 58. So, and don't get me wrong, guys. When I show you that I undergraded these, I'm very conservative at grading normally, just not always. And last but not least was 1892. I graded it a VF 35 plus. Well, XF 40. That would be my 35 plus. I was okay with that. So there you go, guys. Those are the coins. Thank you, Sierra Hippie, for sending me those photographs. I appreciate it very much. And so there, you guys can see just how far off I was with my grading. Go ahead, Brad. I don't mind. I let you sharpen the knife up. Stick it in my back. I don't mind.
He's got himself on mute, so.
Yeah,
I've got nothing to say.
I'm shocked.
That's a
Nick,
first.
thank you. I was waiting for that.
Where's my BS card? Shoot, I always throw them away. I need to make another one.
Stop it,
Oh.
Nick. I mean, come on. It's a once a
That's
week.
just
you
that's
use
just
it.
wasteful, Nick.
Well, it's every time because let me get my marker because I always put a different little saying on it. So, and it doesn't apply to every week. Depends on how you're acting, really, on what type of BS card you're going to get.
Come on.
Black post-it note.
I like that, Beak. I like the black.
White ink or whatever you want to call it.
Nick,
Looks
like
don't
a
chalkboard.
If
Well,
nothing
Robert-
else,
I'm making another one.
Or is it palladium ink?
Robert, I'll just say that it is refreshing to know that your grades are that spot on or low. So, I mean, people, when they are at your auctions and they're buying your stuff, they know they're getting the quality.
well, but and here again, and right there's Brad, and I don't mind the negativity, guys. Me and him was talking, and I said this prior to, when we was on the backstage. I've got a bad habit of when I search and I find a variety, I get the variety, and there's times I don't even look. I submit it, get it sent in, and it comes back, with my variety, but scratch, and I get a net grade, and I get upset. Sometimes I just got to remind myself, don't stop after you see the variety. Especially if I'm buying it, you got to look the coin over for grade then. So that's just a bad habit I make. I do know of other people that have made that same mistake, but we won't say nothing about that.
I bet it's Brad.
I'm sorry. Did somebody want me for something?
Yeah, I bet he was referring to you.
I'm getting old. I'm napping.
Right.
With your eyes open.
But like I said, I mean, if any of our creators
Oh.
that, we happy to take
Don't, hey, somebody, I need, let's see. Okay, I'll tell you what.
That's just hurtful.
Hold on. Hold
Well,
on.
isn't that
Hold
what
on.
BS means?
Hold on, David. You got all those treasure chests in the back. We're gonna have to make you officially put you in charge of the dollar jar for when people cuss. Nick, you owe us
I
some
didn't
money.
cuss. My
Didn't
card
cuss.
did. I really didn't. It was the card, so I can't help what's written on the card. Because I don't usually cuss, but I mean, in this instant, I mean, it just
What?
fits.
You what?
Fits.
You what?
If the shoe fits.
Yeah, you've got a big shoe there, girl. I only know one
I'll make
person.
another one.
I
then,
only
too.
know one person here that's been potty mouthing up the whole place. and
not true.
other websites,
No.
other podcasts also.
No way,
Oh.
Jose. Nope. Not
You're
me.
gonna get a Pinocchio nose today
No,
because
well,
I
then
heard
let
you.
it- then
I
let
heard
it
you.
go.
I heard you say the poopy word a number of times on another.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that was your fault. That is your fault.
I just bring out the best in her.
Yeah, I had to say that word 3 times to get this. And then I had to say it again. That was what I had to do.
Monday through Saturday. The only day we're closed here is Sunday.
I remember now.
Having Nick on the panel is like having a trained puppy. After a while, you get it to do whatever you want.
You've got the right.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, for coins.
Okay, let's get back to the coins now that we're talking about that. I think we need to take and potentially, Brad, are you about ready to do your little thing? Your whatever you want to call it.
Don't talk about my little thing in public, please. Come
See?
on.
Oh my word.
Now, I don't know.
Ronald is hung up on my pink shirt and red sweater. I'll wear that when it gets colder. Ronald. We'll get there.
Okay, Brad, real quick. On my first packet, I've got a 1, 2, a 5, and a 20.
Okay.
Is there any order on those?
Sure. The 1, the
Okay,
2.
that's all I need to know. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I just decided that since Robert wasn't going to do anything today, wink, wink, I would put together a little
You don't know
something.
how easy it is for me to just drop him right off the stage on his head.
So these are either some notes that are in my collection or in my inventory here at the shop. So I would say about 80% of what's coming up today is actually for sale. So if you see something you really love, you know where to get in touch with me. The first one is not for sale. This is out of my personal collection. It is one of the first dollar bills. And our little friend there is Salmon P. Chase, a Ohio native who is adorning the front of one of the first bills. And if you happen to notice, that's a nice low serial number too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like the
Secretary of the Treasury.
Yeah, I was just gonna say of New York.
Well, during the Civil War,
It says
The
New
first
York.
gangster. Yeah, I was going to
and
say the
also
first
instituted
gangster
the income
banker.
tax.
The first gangster banker. Good,
Yep.
B. Thank you very much. So show the now with notes, it's not obverse and reverse like it is with coins. It's front and back. So this is the back of the note, and this is how bills got the monkey or greenback, because they used green ink, because at the time green ink was harder to produce and a semi anti-counterfeiting device. And look at all of the nice designs that
I'm interested in the number one.
yeah.
Well, it just looks like it's almost monogrammed too. It looks like an M. I mean, does that symbolize anything about how the design is?
It symbolizes $1.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks,
You
Nick.
know how
Okay.
like we have an eye and a pyramid on our money now, and it symbolizes something.
That the government's watching you. Be careful.
Okay.
You know, you should not have $1 bills in your house, Nick, because that's a way that everybody can keep an eye on you.
Question, Brad.
Yes.
Right here, starting with this number one, I noticed all these ones going around. Is there an equivalent of 100 to symbolize 1 cent for each, or is
I
there
have no idea, Robert. Good pickup. Why don't you count those for us?
Nope, I'm not. I just thought if somebody would like to count that out there, you guys go right on
I
ahead.
actually don't know, but
There isn't any
Absolutely.
symbolism on the back of this. That's what Brad's telling us, so we don't need to look at anything.
it's not really. It's just that everything is engraved so delicately and so ornately that they thought that was a way to keep counterfeiters from reproducing it. But of course, if one person can produce it, somebody else can reproduce it. But
Well, right, and I know they usually follow a lot of different, there's usually a reason they put something on. Just like these stars, I just wonder how many stars there are and if it meant anything. I mean, again,
in this case, Robert, I would say probably not. But
no, it always does. It's an artistic thing.
Well, right, and I tend to agree with B. And talking with the Federal Reserve engraver at one time there at the Central States Show, Brad, he told me there's so much put into those engravings, and a lot of it is to do with, our history, things of that nature. So,
right, but except when Nick asked the question, it's silly.
So you finally understand.
Next.
Okay, so this is
so mean,
Nick. This is.
I mean, what?
B can tell me what this is.
It's a $2 bill.
Very good. Does anybody know who's on the $2 bill?
Jefferson.
No.
Who is that?
Hamilton.
Alexander Hamilton, our
Good
first
job.
Secretary
Good
of the
job.
Treasury.
Thanks.
Good
They
job.
all look the same to me. They're all ugly. Anyway,
No, I mean, I recognized him, but
you put a
Good
powdered
job.
wig on a guy and they all look the same, right?
no, I knew that was Hamilton.
well, I don't know him personally, so
I've been reading a book about him.
good. Yeah,
Really?
they made a Broadway play about him.
It's
too.
got to be a book on
Yeah.
tape, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the $2 bill in that 1862 legal tender series. And this is also part of my personal collection. And this is the back of the note. And look at all the little twos in the circles.
Yeah, I was just wondering about that too because they did go to the inner section.
I don't know. Maybe there's 222 twos. I don't know. I've never counted them.
I don't think so. I think there would be 100.
Excuse me.
Hi, freaking awesome.
All right. So the next note, Robert, is the $5 bill in the series. And yeah, see, I don't even know. Is
I
that
don't know
him?
who that guy is.
You know, I just basically just showing notes. Don't really have a deep understanding of who the hell's on it, but I think that's also.
It might be Hamilton.
I think that's also Hamilton.
I do too. I think it's Hamilton.
Yeah.
I do now that I can see him straight on.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hamilton.
So
It's
again, in this, if you flip this to the back of the note, you'll see that it's still green.
Yeah.
And
Beautiful.
And we don't have a little circle of fives, though, do we?
No,
No,
we don't
but-
do it.
Nope.
Probably too big. Probably take up too much space.
There
But-
you go.
But that design.
So basically, the union had to put out notes to keep the economy afloat because they nobody had any specie at the time, and everybody was hoarding it. And this is a way they were keeping the economy rolling, and everybody paid at the time.
6% interest. I see that.
Yeah.
6% interest and 20-year bonds. Yeah.
Hi, Big Apple. Stacker.
That's neat. That's neat, Brad. That's really cool.
Thank
I
you.
like that. Yeah.
All right, Robert, the next one. And here's a 20. I don't happen to have a 10, and 20s are getting kind of scarce. So this is not nearly as nice as the other notes, but it's still an authentic piece. Now, they also counterfeited these fairly heavily. The 20, stop right there, Robert. Go back to Miss Liberty's face. All right.
Okay.
See how well defined Miss Liberty's face is?
Yes.
Yeah.
On the counterfeits, she's not nearly as pretty.
Looks like a clown.
She looks kind of like a zombie, you know. There's not a lot of detail to her face. So if you get one of these notes, that's a good place to begin to try to figure out if you have an authentic note or not, is the quality of the engraving. And there's always some place on the counterfeit notes that doesn't quite measure up to the originals. And like I said, I found on the 20 that her face is a very good pickup point.
Way to tell.
And then
yeah.
on the back, Robert, I think there's one. Yep, there we go. See, it's still green. Everything's green. So that's part of the old greenback original series of notes. All right, what do we have next, Robert? What did I put second? I can't remember.
This is fun. I love this.
Oh, nationals. All right, so we're going to do some nationals. All right, so here is a $50 national note, and they did them in ones, fives, 10s, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And of course, 50s and 100s are scarcer because people had a tendency not to carry around that much money at any given time. You know, 5s and 10s were much more popular. $50 was a lot of money. And if you look, this is serial number 549 down in the left-hand corner there. And the big 12707 in the middle in two places, that is the charter number of the bank that identifies the bank. So normally on 50s and 100s, you get fairly small serial numbers in comparison. Now, the serial number in the upper right-hand corner, the B132673, that's a national serial number. But each bank bought a charter from the government to produce notes, have notes produced, excuse me, with their name on it. And they were individually serial numbered for that bank, for that denomination, for that series. So a lot of times you'll find uncut sheets of these that were saved by the bank and put up on the wall in sheets of 4. And I believe the higher denominations were printed in 350s and 100, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the front of that note. And
Okay,
Robert,
hold on. Before we go any further, I just wanted to point out this number here is for the
that's the charter number, like I said, that identifies that bank. Each bank.
I didn't
Each
know they
bank-
had them. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know
It's
they
all
had
over the note.
Right. I thought that was interesting because they don't do that no more, of course. But
Well,
even
because
on
we're not in
charter-
the national bank national currency system anymore. So that's
right. But
when
did they do that? Did they do that on all of the banknotes like that?
each bank had its own identification number. And the Mercantile National Bank of Dallas, that was their number. For example, the Fifth Third National Bank is 32. All right. And this is the back of the note. And you can see that they have the steam locomotive and other emblems of the United States and liberty there. So everything is very ornate. Some of these notes had a very big blank space in the back. This is what's called a plain back note. In that blank space, there are no dates. You'll see here in a couple of minutes, one of the notes is a date back note that you'll see. All right.
I love the train on there.
The trains are on a few different notes of the United States, and there's factories in the background there. So,
I think that's neat.
the industry was a popular theme as well as transportation.
Mhm.
All right.
The building of America, really. It's the building of America.
The making of America. You got it. All right. So that was a 50. You don't see a lot of 50s. 20s are pretty common. So this is the First National Bank of Winnsboro, Texas. And you can see their charter number is 5474. 5674. I can't read. And then the serial number of this note is 5044. And then the signatures are fairly faded. On those lines there are actually faded signatures of the bank president and the cashier,
because they did that by hand.
They did. They signed all of these by hand, and you'll see some interesting signatures later on. But your notes are always more valuable if the signatures are visible. If they're
and
not,
they didn't worry about how it was cut either, did they? Look at the top.
Right. They basically had women with shears cutting these apart.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't have the good cutting machines that we have today. So the cut of your note, the centering of your note, all goes to value. And let's show the back of this note. So there's the Capitol building in the background and an emblem of liberty and a liberty shield and an eagle and some nice scroll work.
Looks like there's some numbers on there as well. Is that supposed to be faded like that, or is that just?
What numbers?
It's coming from the front.
Oh, it's coming from the front.
Yeah, that's just, you can just see through the note.
Okay.
Okay. So that's the 20. Let's go to the 10. All right.
You can kind of see the signatures.
Right. The signatures there are pretty average. Some of them were rubber stamped, some in later years, or some of the banks did that. Most of them were signed. Again, this is charter number 893. That's the bank's identification number. The serial number in lower left is the local serial number, and upper right is the national serial number. And another Ohio boy there on the left, Mr. McKinley. And the back of this note, Robert, there you have the date back note, 1902 to 1908. Those are scarcer than the plain back notes. So there's another note just like this. Looks exactly the same, except it doesn't have the 2 dates there. So
I
here
like the
we have,
ships. That's pretty.
we have steamships flanking Liberty. And flag motifs and scroll work. Very ornate. Next
Hey, Brad,
note.
what's the significance of having the dates on there?
It's just a different series. It's a later series. I believe it was just how they put the notes on the books.
And look at the American flag. I mean, this is really, it doesn't have a lot, and it may be blank in the middle, but there's a lot of detail.
Yeah,
in this
there's a
note
lot
right
of
here.
detail in here.
Because
If you get a magnifying glass and look at the old notes, you'll be amazed at the detail.
and that's
Now,
what I think is beautiful. The artwork, I mean, it's artwork. It's beautiful.
I don't have nice examples of the educational series, but the 1, 2, and 5, I think, are our most beautiful notes. And if you get a magnifier out and look at those closely, you'll be amazed.
Mhm.
And here we have the State National Bank of St. Louis. And the signatures here are much bolder. The cashier signature is fairly fancy with the large endings to these initials and
The beginning
signature.
letters. Yeah.
Looks more like calligraphy.
Oh, yes.
Old
Some of
English.
these people were very proud of their signatures.
And my gosh, how many did they have to sign? My hand would hurt.
Yes.
They had to
Remember
sign a
back
lot.
then, remember back then, Nick, there's a lot of banks back in these days that all your commerce was basically local. It wouldn't
Right.
go out, I mean, sometimes you would get it to go regional, but you almost had to have a letter showing that that bank was good, because a lot of banks went under too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
right,
yes, what basically the idea behind national currency is people had more faith in their local bank than they did in the central government. Sound familiar, Robert? And so the bank would buy a charter with securities. So they were
gold.
fully vested with the central government, who made the notes. The notes were printed in Washington at the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And so if the bank went under, their fee for their charter would cover their outstanding notes.
Real quick, as a note here, B, I don't know if you picked up on this, or Nick, or anybody else, but I noticed that the cutting of these notes were done after they signed them, because you can see.
Oh, I didn't
Right.
notice that.
They signed them as
Mhm.
on sheets
On
and
sheets.
then cut them.
So
Yes,
they were like leaning over a desk and signing all of these at once and then cutting them.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
These were printed in sheets of 4.
Oh, okay. Well, then they're not too large. They weren't too large.
No, they're
then.
not too large, but think
Okay.
of four notes that size. And
Yeah.
this is the back of this note, and has the pilgrims in the center there.
Almost looks like Halloween, no offense.
It kind of really does. And then the fruits and vegetables too on the side.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It almost looks Halloweenish, if you ask me. I mean, I don't mean to be disrespectful.
B
Oh,
or not B? Well, B can answer it. What are the fruits and vegetables held in, B? Do you know?
I know.
A cornucopia.
That's correct. Thank you.
Very good, B.
I knew
B,
B could
you,
answer
you
it.
know, yeah, B, you know a little bit more than you thought.
Hi, John
B-
Jacobs.
B is a cornucopia of information.
And I answered 2 questions and I got nothing. Nothing.
You got
I
what
know
you
weird
deserve.
stuff. I just know weird. I don't
Nothing.
know.
I told you that the signatures that they signed them themselves.
All right. So the next series of pictures, Mr. Robert.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm glad
I think the guy that was just recently Munchkin that's on the bills, he didn't sign with the signature.
Oh.
He printed his name. I think he's the first one
Yes.
that printed his name. Yeah, because he doesn't know how to write.
Nobody knows how to write in cursive these days.
No, they
I
really
know.
don't. My daughter, no. They don't.
So these are just some interesting
There's a-
designs of notes that I had here.
Hi, John
This
Jacobs.
is a $2 silver certificate, and it says right at the bottom, underneath Washington, silver certificate, and right above Washington, $2 silver. So that was everybody's guarantee that you could walk in, plop this down, and get your $2 silver anytime you wanted. And this is a series 1899, I think, Robert. It's right there above the seal on the right-hand side. No. Well, right there. Yeah. It's
I'm gonna go
on in a
grab
couple
my-
of different places.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
grab my.
Yeah,
Hang on.
series of 1899.
Hey,
That's a
John.
99 too. And then we have the back.
There
Oh,
you
no, this is another one. Oh, I didn't do front and backs of these. I just did interesting sides of notes.
That's cool.
What's
Mhm.
this called?
Battleship.
That's the battleship
I was
note.
gonna say it's
Very
an
good,
Navy ship.
Robert. Look at that. So this is a $2 Federal Reserve note. So this is not backed by silver or gold. It's backed by the faith and trust of the U.S. government. But this is the ever popular battleship note, series of 1918. And this was a series of national currency.
Question. Do
Yes.
we know which battleship that was?
We do, but we can't regurgitate it right now. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
No,
Let
no,
me
fair
see.
enough. I figured they would know. I don't know. If somebody in the comments section knows which battleship this is, I'd like to know. I mean, I know it looks to me like a World War I era.
It's part of Teddy Roosevelt's Great White Fleet. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, our Friedberg book doesn't help us. It says a battleship of the period of 1914.
Well,
On
okay, 1914 tells me it's a World War I battleship.
That's right. Part of Roosevelt's Great White Fleet. Okay, so Nick, if you're so smart, whose picture's on the front of this note?
Let me see it.
I don't have a picture of it.
Then I don't know.
We'll take a wild guess.
Washington. Hamilton.
I would have guessed Hamilton.
Roosevelt. Hamilton.
It's the same picture as on the front of the $2 bill today.
Hamilton. I don't know.
Which day?
USS what? I've been told by my secretary Dave it's the USS New York.
Thank you,
He's
Dave.
back. He's
And
back.
Thomas Jefferson was on the front of the $2 battleship.
That's what I said
Oh, thank you, B. Hey,
a
B.
while back.
Hey, B.
Yes. Yeah.
What do you want on your tombstone?
I'm not sure.
I don't
That
know,
you-
but that's what this is called. This is called a tombstone note.
Really? Why would they
Yeah.
even?
It
Look
looks
at
like
the-
a tombstone, right?
Well, it does now that you say that. But was he
Thank
alive
you.
when this note was done?
So yeah, no, that wasn't. No, that's kind of the nickname it's gotten over the years. But this
Oh,
is
okay.
a $10. This is a $10 silver certificate, and its nickname is the tombstone note because it looks like a tombstone there. Look at that silver certificate, $10 silver, series of 1908.
Right there's your tombstone.
All right, let's go to the next note, Robert. What is this note called?
I know it.
Same here.
Nick B.
It's a U.S. note.
No, it's called a wood chopper note.
Oh, I didn't know
Because
you were.
yep, he's holding an axe there. He's
you
getting
were
ready to
looking
kill
for
the
that,
dog.
yeah.
He's going to cut the dog's head off because it has rabies. Oh, that was Old Yeller, and they shot him. I'm sorry. This is a series of 1907 United States note, and
Nice.
the colors of the
Wow.
seals and the serial numbers match what kind of note. So silver certificates had blue seals and serial numbers. United States notes have red seals and serial numbers. Gold certificates have gold seal and serial numbers. So you'll see that is common thread through the different
What about a
series.
brown note?
Brown notes are national currency. So that's our wood chopper.
See, look at
And-
that 5 right there. Look at the 5.
Look at the 5. Look at the 5. What 5?
Look at the bottom
Yeah.
or in the middle.
The-
And that looks like the bottom of that one on the other note.
Oh, okay. With the filigree there.
Yeah.
The engravers were extremely talented. What's this hole? Oh, I already gave it a point.
Yeah.
This is called
Yeah.
a porthole note.
Porthole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those
Oh,
are-
because of the I see. Yeah.
It looks like Abe is looking out at you from inside a ship
A
through the
ship.
porthole.
He's
yeah,
in the
those are
Titanic.
very nice.
He's
I
in the
like those.
Titanic.
Again, this is a scarce but very popular note.
But I love
$5 silver, silver certificate, blue seal, blue serial number. But
It's
that's
very
the
nice.
porthole. Okay. And the next one, is that the end of that series?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go on to the next group. Okay, so this is a series
I've
1886
seen these.
$5 silver certificate. Now this one is a little different. It doesn't have a blue seal, it does have blue serial numbers, but this is an early silver certificate. And who can identify our Ohio friend there?
Hamilton or yeah.
Hiram.
U.S.
Grant.
Grant.
Hiram
But-
Simpson Grant.
But my favorite part of this note is the back. This is
Oh,
the
that's
silver
cool.
dollar note.
That's
It
cool.
has $5 silver on there to represent the
That's
$5 note.
I have
haven't seen
never
That's
seen that.
beautiful.
Yeah, I've never
Yes.
seen that, Brad, and I've seen a lot of
It says
currency.
1886.
And I've never
on the
seen that.
And okay,
Congratulations.
well, Robert already ruined the next picture.
Well, wait,
but
wait. It says 1886 on that bottom of that Morgan.
That's
so in
right.
the next year, would they change it to
No,
1886?
but no, it's
No,
the
it's
notes
just-
did not have dates on them like coins do. They
Uh-huh.
have series on them, and this is a series 1886 note.
Ah,
So the
okay.
engraver was smart enough to put the right date. And the next image that I have here is just a close up of the
And that was
engraving in the center,
that
showing
was
you that
neat
it's
for them to put it
1886.
too. That's creative, just to put that on the
If
bottom.
we go all the way back to the front of the note, Robert, there you see on the right hand side, it says Department Series 1886. There you go. So that is the series of the note, not necessarily when the note was printed. Okay. What do I
That's
have?
when it was authorized.
What do I have in here after
There.
that? Oh, this is another one of my favorites. Okay. So this is a $10 legal tender note. Red seal for legal tender, but they did blue serial numbers at the time. This is a series of 1880, isn't it? Robert, up at the top? Up at the top, up at the top, up at the top.
Yeah.
All right. So series of 1880. And go ahead and show the next picture.
This
Wait a minute. I want to go through this. I like the Indian.
Oh, who's the Indian?
I don't know.
Sacagawea.
All right. So Pocahontas.
there's no Indians. They're Native Americans.
Native Americans. Pocahontas. Look at
Okay,
the
get it
great.
right.
Hold on now. Look at the great engraving of that eagle. Isn't that an amazing eagle there standing on the American
Really is
flag?
beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Really is
gorgeous?
Yes.
Robert, next picture, please. Hold
There
it.
is
Wait a
no
minute.
note.
Oh, okay. We're going to go backwards one in a second. Hold it. Wait. Okay. Now, this particular eagle is more amazing than you can ever think. Let's go back to the first picture in this series real quick. Very fast. Go back fast. Okay. No, I'm sorry. Oh, never mind. It's never mind. No, sorry. There. Now make that smaller. Make it smaller. So, all right. So What is the nickname of this note? Does anybody know?
God, it's killing me.
Come
Justice.
on, B. We did this about a month or so ago.
Ah,
The nickname of this note. Okay, Robert, you have to close this up. I did it so you wouldn't screw it up. The next series of slides says the answer. This is called the jackass note.
Oh
You know-
yes, I remember you showing us this.
Yeah.
And if you
I
look
do
very
now.
careful, the
Yeah.
eagle's head on the front, the kind of the white, that's
Yeah.
the donkey's nose. And then his two ears are sticking up in the back.
Can you bring that in a little bit more?
Is that
There you go. Thank you.
all right? So the engraver made the eagle look like the head of a donkey.
Donkey. Oh my gosh, that's so neat.
So that is called the jackass note.
That's very creative and very
or how we refer to it more so today as the nick note.
So why would he do that? Was there something that made him?
Well, I'm assuming the engraver had some
Beefs.
beef with the government. Yes.
Okay, that's what I was.
Now, their engravers are always hitting things in their notes, and there's a 1967, I believe, series of Canadian $1 bill that's called the Devil's Head because it has
Devil head.
okay
53.
has. If you look at the hair of the Queen, you can see a devil's face in it.
Really? Isn't
Oh,
that
yeah.
something?
All right.
So I wonder how long did it take for people to figure that out after it was.
I don't know how
Definitely.
long it took, but it's been as long as I've been doing this. That's been known as the jackass note.
That's cool.
All right, next set of slides.
How much does that cost, Brad? You got that for sale?
No, that one's in my personal collection.
Okay,
You can get a really nice one for a couple thousand, though.
couple thousand.
Yeah. Okay, so we've seen this one before, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Wood chopper.
So this is a wood chopper, but show the next one. This is also a wood chopper, but why is this something different?
It's got a star on it.
Nah, forget the star.
All right, go back and see the other one real quick.
Well,
It's got
okay, go
green.
back. Go back, Robert.
It's got
All
the
right.
green. The green
Right,
in the
go
background.
forward.
Series 1869 versus 1907.
Right, but the 1869 note, because of the swath of color, this is called a rainbow note,
Mhm.
and the
So I was
rainbow
right.
notes are much scarcer. And there's also a $10 in the series too.
That's pretty. That one's prettier. That's pretty.
It is much prettier, yes,
Yeah.
Nick. Okay,
And it does have a star on it.
it does. And the next set of slides, Robert. For those of you getting bored, we're almost done.
I don't think this is boring at all.
Not at all.
Okay, so some people really like signatures. Here, this is a national currency note. It's a brown back, the National Bank of Commerce in New York City. And why is this note so famous? Can anyone tell me?
Because it's got boobs
It's
on
a
it.
series of 1882, but it's charter number 733. But why is this note so popular?
Because of the lady right there and her boobs.
It's a full nipple note. You're right. No,
Nudity.
nudity sells, right?
a
Okay,
There was
porn
that's
another
note.
one that you showed earlier that
That's
had
not
this
it.
liberty.
At the time, they were more concerned with having art appreciation that people can actually have in their pockets.
but that is not why this particular
Look at the
bank,
signatures.
No,
this
I agree with that,
particular
yeah.
bank is popular for another reason.
The Treasury at Washington.
Robert? Show the next slide. Whose signature is that? J. Pierpoint Morgan.
Oh, JP Morgan.
JP Morgan.
Wow. That's
So
pretty. That's something right there. Yeah.
You also get a signature of a famous person on this note.
I can't even tell because it just looks like a lot of loops.
Well, but that's it.
I can see the Morgan there pretty easy.
Yeah, me too.
Once you say
Well, you
it,
get a little J and then the big P for
P.
Pierpoint. Yeah. All right. So that's the neat part of that note.
That's
Next set.
really cool.
Next set, Robert. The scarce. I forgot. Oh, these are just notes that you don't get to see very often. This is a Series 1891 Treasury note for $20 in magnificent condition. And the next note, we'll just run through these kind of quick because this is just eye candy. Oh, you know who else got on a lot of notes? Civil War generals.
That's right.
You'll see them on a lot of notes. That is Sheridan there.
Yeah.
Series of 1891 there also. And somebody who marched to the sea.
Grant.
Sherman.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That's not a bad portrait of him.
And I think there's, yes. I can't remember which one this is, but
I'm completely blank right now. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah. I don't think they put his name on his picture there. But anyway, so this is another popular. Some people collect only $2 bills. So, you can collect currency in many different ways. Let's go to the next set of slides, Robert.
I tried to collect notes, and then it seems like they just go right on the
This is the last set of slides. Everybody can start clapping now. But here is a group of notes that is absolutely magnificent.
Oh, yeah.
This is the Series 1875 original national currency. So this is the Lincoln Bank of Illinois. And this is the $1 note in the series. And what is really, for me, amazing about these notes is the backs. All right, Robert, let's go to the back of that note. No, not.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool.
All right,
Ooh,
so
look at that.
That's right, but we've seen that vignette before, haven't we?
The Pilgrims.
Yeah.
That's the Pilgrims there again. So they cribbed that engraving for another note later in the series. But look at the great Republic eagle there on the left, and then the natural eagle on the right.
And I like how the flag's right behind them,
Yes,
like in the sky. Yeah,
that's great. Now the next note is one of our most famous notes. This is called a lazy deuce.
Yeah.
And they call it a lazy deuce because the big two there is lying on its side. It's taking a rest. And look at that. It's the German National Bank of Covington, Kentucky, right up the street from where I'm sitting right now.
Really? That's beautiful. I really think
Isn't it? It's so much better than ugly president.
And look at the charter number. Charter number is 1847. So the German National Bank in Covington, Kentucky had charter 1847, and it has a low serial number 355.
355.
Yeah. But the lazy deuce is one of the most popular notes that we have. It's great design, and let's go to the back.
Look at that.
And what's the back there?
Smoking the peace pipe.
Smoking the peace pipe, but that's Sir Walter Raleigh.
Raleigh, yeah. The explorer.
And tobacco enthusiast.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah.
Sir Walter Raleigh. There we go.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous notes. Yeah. That's the two. Then this is the $5 note. And this is the Chase National Bank in New York, had a big charter number of 2370. Look at the engraving on here. Isn't that fantastic?
It's incredible.
So we have Christopher Columbus there sighting land. He's looks at that and he goes, look, it's Columbus, Ohio.
Wow, he had some damn good eyesight, but okay.
He did. And
Saying nothing. Not a word.
and at right, it's the presentation of a Native American to the old world. So the new world meets the old world. And let's go to the back of this note. And we just saw this guy on the front of the note. He's one of those people that appears on the front and the back of the same note. Columbus landing in America or some small island in the Caribbean.
1492, Columbus sailed the
look at that.
blue.
And look at
Yeah.
all of the fine print here, you know.
Can you bring that in a little bit so we could see
That's
the fine print?
closest I
Okay.
Yeah, but slide it over now. Slide it to my right. There you go. Every person making or engraving or aiding to make or engrave or passing or attempting to pass any imitation or alteration of this note, and every person having in possession a plate or impression made in imitation of it or any, let's go to the right, paper made in imitation of that which this note is printed is by act or of Congress approved June 3rd, 1864, guilty of felony and subject to a fine not exceeding $1,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 15 years or both. How about that?
Man, they got off easy.
They did get off easy, except $1,000 then was a little bit more than it is today. But they probably
but wasn't the original inscription on these things to counterfeit his death?
Well, that was on the colonial notes.
So yeah, they're getting off easy. I mean, they're just getting imprisoned.
There you go. And on the left there, who are those two people? Who's the person on the left? The allegorical figure of? Oh, come on, folks. Do I need to give her a cane and a dog for you to know who she is? Justice, because Justice is blind.
Oh, well, I mean, I thought I would see if it was Lady Justice, I would have see a little bit of a scale.
Well, but
you just
she
see
has
blindfold on her forehead.
She has the blindfold on, so Justice is blind. There's symbolism all over, and that should be Liberty there on the right, I'm believing.
It looks like she's wearing pants.
I just
Bloomers.
see Excelsior on the bottom there.
And of course, our ever-present eagle and flag, shield, olive branch and arrows, and that's the 5. We'll go and look at the $10 now. And here we've already seen a 10 like this, and
Yes.
And Nick has already commented on the
Nudity.
On the nudity of Miss Liberty. This
Well,
is
it's hard to. I mean, it's hard to miss.
of Clinton, Iowa. What's on the left then? Let's go back. I didn't tell you to go to the back of the note. What's on the left there, Nick?
Lincoln. I don't know.
No, think about it. What's he holding in his hand?
Kite, key.
Yes.
Electric storm.
It's
Oh.
the discovery of electricity.
Okay, I couldn't tell that was a kite.
It's a kite and a key. See
The
the,
other
key
guy's
hanging
got a
from the
jug.
kite string?
Okay, yep.
There's
Yeah.
a jug in front of the other guy. Having a
Moonshine?
drink.
Oh, there's
Moonshine?
no B. The jugs are on the other side of the note.
Is that a moonshine?
Hey, I mean, if you're going to carry a wire out in the lightning storm, you probably want that jug.
Yeah. All right, and
Yeah.
let's go to the
Pretty
back of this
funny.
note now, Robert. And I challenge anybody to figure out without reading it who that is.
Who?
Who discovered
Who's
the
who?
Mississippi River?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man, I can read it. I can read it.
DeSoto.
DeSoto, yeah.
DeSoto
sorry.
discovering the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Brad. I forgot.
That's all right.
He was
I
another Spaniard.
That's right. Another conquistador.
Yeah, one of them guys.
And the last note that I have in this series is the $20 note. They do make 50s, 100s, 500s, and 1000s, which are really rare.
Yeah.
And this is the Fourth National Bank of Columbus, Ohio.
This is nice.
All right. And at the left is a image. At the left is image of the Battle of Lexington and Concord. And we have another allegorical figure of liberty holding the flag here on the right.
I like that.
Isn't that?
Yeah. I think she
That's
looks
great.
pretty there. That looks more, yeah.
She's
gorgeous.
very stylish.
Yeah.
very,
she is.
very hip. Very
Oh,
hip.
no, I just think that she looks more like Lady Liberty there to me.
Like a lady.
Yes.
Not a
And
man.
look at the
Unlike that
signature.
other picture we just saw.
Look at the signatures on this note. Aren't they gorgeous?
They are.
Nice, bold, dark signature on the right.
Large. Well,
Yeah.
the one.
So do
Now-
they call this one Aimer?
Most of the notes are signed in black, but every now and then you find blue and very rarely, but sometimes you find red signatures. And why would somebody not want to sign their notes in red? Because you never wanted your bank to be in the red.
Ah, that makes
So,
sense.
red signatures on notes are pretty scarce.
So
Ah.
keep going. What does that mean, Brad? In the red. So what does that mean? Keep going.
That you're losing money when you're in the red.
And what does that associate? Come on.
What?
You should know the whole explanation. Blood. You don't want to lose your blood. It's red. Never mind. Go
I
on.
didn't know that. There are bees right there with some trivia. Great, Bee. Thank you. And let's go to the back of the note. And this is another one of my favorite images.
Oh,
This
look
is
at
the
that.
baptism of Pocahontas. Because
Nice.
of course, we stole the Native Americans from their land. We sailed them across the ocean, and then we forced them into Catholicism.
Yep.
Now the 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20 of the 1875 series here are all great condition notes. I have the series of notes. The Great Seal of the State of Ohio is on the back of that note. Can you imagine? And then the U.S. So if you were interested in buying the 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20 1875 notes, I have the set for sale for a cool $60,000.
There you go.
So those are just some of the notes hanging out here at Coins Plus. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions, we will attempt to answer them.
I saw a $1,000 note and a $500 note this past weekend.
Thank you, Brad.
I have
Thank-
those in the case
thank
over
you.
here.
You
Nick.
do? Well, I think it's neat to see the $1,000 note. I really
Yeah.
do.
Okay, so there's the devil's head. So there's the Canadian note. See the devil's head in the back of her hair?
No, I can't see it.
Okay, Robert, go back up and put your cursor on the eye. Left eye. No, of the devil. Of the devil. There it is. There's the left eye, the right eyebrow, the nose,
Oh, I
the
can.
mouth.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
and the two horns at the top. So that's
Yes,
the
I see
devil's
that
head.
now. Oh
Devil's
my
head
God.
Canadian note.
And how that blends in so well. I mean, it's really hard to see if you didn't know it.
Yes, the Queen was real happy with that work.
Well, that's what I was wondering. How long did it take? And did they take him out of circulation?
I don't.
They never took him out of circulation. However, they took the Queen man, it was fast. I don't know. Man, I wish Joe Gordon was here. I don't know the story, Nick, but yes, it was re-engraved within like a month's time or something of that nature. It was quick. I know that much.
Yeah, those notes are fairly scarce compared to the regular notes.
That's pretty cool.
Well, that's not the only thing. I do know, even though we don't have it, I don't have it. there's so many hidden. When I spoke with the engraver at the Cincinnati when they were grad and we helped at the show, I had a nice conversation. I just sat down and talked with them. And if you talk with them, it's fun because they will admit to nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. You cannot, I promise you that. But he took and he says, I mean, the wording they use is so fun to listen to. It sounds like a lawyer. What the hell's all going?
Does somebody have a blender on?
That's what I'd like to know.
Interference. Yeah, it's big time interference.
But like I said, listening to him talk when I was asking him questions, because I was asking him about the hidden gestures and things of that nature. And basically, he had told me, I can't confirm or deny anything, but like I said, listening to him talk was like listening to a lawyer on a murder case. It was literally fun to talk with him. And I promise there is a gazaggle of hidden names, children's names, the lovers' names that are hidden on bills that you may never ever know unless you do know.
Now, are you talking in today? I mean, as early as like our dollar bills that are coming out like constantly?
Sure. Yes. Would you do me a favor and give me my envelope from the closet there that's got my print? I'll show you, Nick, in a second, okay?
Yeah.
And then, and all I can show you is how modern this is, because the guy took and he was nice enough. I took and bought, I don't know.
Is he the one that signed it for you? Didn't he sign something for you? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah.
Well, yeah, they are right. So since we're talking about this, I mean, I'll just show it real quick. Some of this, I mean, there we go. Let me move this over. Okay. This is who I spoke with, okay? Now, he took, and he's the one who did this design here. This vignette is his artwork.
What series number is that?
Nice. That's very nice that you have his signature, and it's nice.
Yeah, hold on. Nick, this is series 1 second.
Robert, I think the audio problem is with you.
Well, I'll tell you what.
It's definitely interference.
Sounds like we're next to Sigourney Weaver in Alien movie.
There's your series, Nick.
Okay, so 2006.
Yeah, and yes, and that's to show you just how modern it was from the guy. Now, the other thing I'd like to show, Brad was talking about vignettes and things of that nature. That's the vignette, guys.
That was weird.
So there's you a vignette, everybody. Let's see.
It sounds like somebody's vacuuming.
Stop. I found out. Yeah, I know. It's Dave. It's on your side. I can hear it coming from you. I just wanted to check that. Unmute yours. Coins making sense, please.
Unmuted.
Okay. Yeah, Dave. That's coming from you. Our noise. Just letting you know. I don't know where your background noise is coming from, but
there it is again.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Flora's in the background making dinner.
Sounds like vacuuming.
There's another beautiful vignette of Miss Liberty.
There it goes. Stop
I like that
again.
red color on there. I like the red.
Can I put this? It's okay.
There, Lincoln, and then a Civil War soldier leaning on a cannon.
Can we see the whole note?
That's not a note. It's
What
a
is that?
vignette page.
Oh, I see what you, okay, I see now. Yep. Okay.
This is the one that Brad is the only one going to know the answer to this.
Is somebody playing cups? What is that noise? That's weird.
There, I had
Stopped
to-
again.
yeah.
There, it just
Okay.
went away. I think
Yeah.
Robert's computer has crabs.
It's not mine. It's from Dave. But now, guys, this here is from the United States Bureau of Engraving, okay?
That's nice. Yeah.
Just to let you know, right here. Now, what's wrong with this picture, guys?
Wrong war. I don't know. That's the
Brad?
right war. That's the right war. That's Lincoln.
Brad, do you know what's wrong with this picture?
Where's Lincoln's signature?
I'll bet you Dave Heinrich would know.
Yeah, Dave's smarter than I am.
No,
Okay,
I don't know.
guys.
Yeah, I have no idea.
See these signatures here?
Yes.
They're not allowed to sign on any of these here to the general public. These are the ones handed out to the general public. This was not a numbered win, Brad. Okay.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
was just a regular. Now, let me hold on, guys. Just hold on, so I'll tell you the difference. Because I've got one of each. Now,
$18 out of 100.
So
This one-
at least you have a legal one.
well, okay.
It's 18. Now,
Yeah, 18 out of 100.
on the right, is that just us seeing Lincoln through from the back, or is that a watermark? with
Watermark.
Lincoln?
Watermark
Watermark
is
of Lincoln.
same
Yep.
facing the same way or whatever, facing the way it
It's,
does on the
it's a
bill.
watermark that's in the print.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
in the paper. Yeah, I
It's
get
in
it.
the paper.
No, not in the paper, in the print. There's a difference. But, like I said, the other one that has those signatures, that was my gift that the Bureau of Engraving and Mint that was at the coin show, they gave me that print that has the signatures
Nice.
as a gift for taking one of their workers to the Cincinnati airport. I drove him up to the airport, and they
That's
not
nice.
only paid, they paid for my gas, but they said we have another gift for you. And here again, see, this here is not the same as the other one, but they're not. I have tried to get them to sign ones that I bought. They said nope, not allowed to.
Now,
So
why
when
is
I
that?
got-
Why are they not allowed to?
Because they have I believe it's called a spider press, and you put your, let's see, I'm trying to remember how it is. It's been a while since I've been there.
It's a drawing for free.
No,
Or
it
you
ain't for
put your
free.
name in, and if you're drawn, you can buy the.
Right.
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
put your name in, you have the opportunity to buy one of the prints, like I showed you, the numbered print. And when I did it, it was $50 per print if you was lucky enough to have your name picked. And that's why they would not sign any of the other ones, because well, that sort of would discourage people from buying, or, well, yeah, from buying the ones that they would take and that they actually would do. Here you go. Yeah, hold on to these for a second. Here is my favorite vignette, Brad.
Oh yeah, the bison.
Yep, that's one of my favorites.
I just don't happen to have a nice bison.
Well, and that's why I thought I'd just show a couple of these here that I got, guys. This one here's another one. I like that.
I like that one.
Okay, so what Robert is showing you are called souvenir cards. And
Mhm.
souvenir cards are made by the Bureau of Printing and Engraving. And then a lot of times they're made for like coin shows or other events. And they use most of a note from their stock. And
Oh,
they're really very inexpensive to buy. So if you are interested in these, you can buy souvenir cards like that for a few dollars to maybe $20 or $30 a piece, depending on what
Mhm.
series they are.
oh, that's really
They
neat.
used to be listed, the prices for them used to be listed in the old Brookman stamp catalog. So I don't know where you find them anymore, but I'm sure if you go on eBay or other places like that and put in U.S. souvenir cards, that you'll find a number of them available.
That would be pretty framed on a wall.
Okay,
Yes.
this here is the guy who runs the spider press. I just wanted to show you that. That's where I also have that in that one vignette of Lincoln where I was the 18 of 100. I went ahead and got his signature on his business card so I could stick it in there as proof of my purchase besides all the other stuff.
Provenance with the other stuff.
Correct. Let's see here. David there. Okay, David, I
So
undid
would
your-
we see you on Pawn Stars with all that stuff?
No. No. Oh, okay, Dave, I unmuted you. If you want to mute yourself, that's up to you. I just read what you put down there, but I unmuted you, so. But yeah, that, and I got all those, Nick. If you go to an ANA International Show Money where they have the spider press set up, now it used to be Mike used to run it. I think there's a new person. I think he may have retired. I could be mistaken, but I believe he retired. But he will usually take and sit there and they go through the whole process of how our bills used to be printed. And he'll pull it up and do something like those pages that you've seen.
That would be neat to see. Where do you see this? Just at coin shows?
Yes.
They just
Yeah,
run
if you
around
ever get out of Maine, you'll have a chance to see some things that are
Well,
really
I could
amazing.
go to the Nashua, New Hampshire coin show in the North Attleboro, but I don't think we'll have it there.
Well, you
No.
know, come out to the ANA and visit with us there.
Okay.
Come visit us at the ANA International Show of Money. They usually have it.
Okay. That would be neat to see. I'd really like to see that.
I think they also have it at the Fun Show in
Oh,
January.
is that right?
If I'm not mistaken, they usually have some pretty special things there for everybody. If not, there'll be plenty of other things to see and do. But I think the Spider Press usually makes an appearance there.
Wow. Okay.
I'll tell you what, Nick. Personally, I have been to a dozen, 2 dozen ANA International Show Money shows. I've taken my children there. They have absolutely, they had, they talk about it to this day about, we'll buy in this little book. It's basically what it is. You buy this book from the ANA for, it used to be $10, now I think it's $20, but it is all empty and it has all of the countries that show up at the International Show Money. And you go around and they'll give you a coin to put in your book. And they give you a stamp for the passport for that country.
Oh, that's cool.
It's real cool, especially when
That's
you take
really cool.
when I went there, China was set up. And what was neat about that is there's no stamp. They just signed it. And I said, that's real interesting. I said, so that's how they show for you visiting? They said, no, I am the one responsible for that coin. If there's any prints or any problem with that coin, it's on me. So I sign that's my signature.
Neat. So Gypsy Wolves, yes, I will be an attraction at the fun show this year.
Are you going to go dressed as Liberty on the $10 note?
No.
That goes back to the Lady Godiva, everybody, just in case anybody wanted to know.
You might get canceled, Brad. You're on your way.
Well, I'm sorry?
You might get canceled.
If you come to the fun show, you better show up at my table and say hello.
Well, I will. I'll find you first. But yes, I will be at the fun show.
You don't need to find me first, but we do need to have lunch.
Yeah.
When is it? About January what?
January
8th?
Just a second.
It's like 6 to the 10th.
January 8th through 11th.
That you let me. Okay, so Gypsy Wolves might not let me do anything.
The 6th and the 7th is golf. The 8th through 11th is coin show. Nick, you said you play golf, right? Well, come down early and play golf.
I might win. I don't know if I can come down early. Our flights we're flying into Jacksonville.
All right.
So we're flying into Jacksonville. So my husband will go visit his family in South Georgia because they're an hour away from the Jacksonville airport, and then I'll be driving those days.
Okay, well, just you and he bring your clubs and come play golf with us.
Oh, I'm going by myself.
I'll go with Nick.
Let's go.
Right.
I play golf too, but nobody asked me.
I'm sorry, Blue. I thought you were too
golf.
refined for golf.
We can play miniature golf
No,
at the
I can play
resort.
golf. I'd rather go play on the green.
I know, but it's gonna be warm. I want to go down the water slides and go have some fun in the water. And
Yeah, they have that stuff there.
I love all that stuff. I love the water. I want to be in the water.
They have a lot of golf courses
It's Florida
there
in
too.
January, so I mean, it's granted for us Northerners that is.
It's warm,
Right?
lovely.
Yeah, it's warm. It's it's like snowbird type stuff. I mean, I will go swimming outside, but yeah.
Okay,
usually we have a lot of-
Scott S. just at 424 said, there's only one great coin show in Florida in January. It's in Orlando, and it's the 8th through the 11th. That is as good as the ANA. It's the biggest show you'll ever go to. It's the most amazing place. If you just want to be awed, when you walk into the floor the first time, don't be a greenie weenie and stop 3 steps in with your mouth hanging open, because people will run over you behind you. Keep going and then get over to the side and go.
Keep going.
Scott
it's
is
amazing.
I met Scott S, and Scott S has been to the ANA over in Chicago, so he has experienced a larger coin show. Scott, this is bigger than ANA.
So that's bigger. So that is bigger than the one in Chicago.
I hate to say which one is bigger, but they are both magnificent in their own way.
Okay. So if you do go to the fun show, you should. Some people
There's
should.
so much pent up energy for the fun show, because most of the dealers have been off of the circuit for almost a month, and so it's like a feeding frenzy.
Ah, gotcha. So, but I do want to pay the extra money to go in a day early.
Yeah, get an early bird badge.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Can you just go in and view, or are you able to buy on an early bird too?
Oh no, that's the early birds are especially buyers. You know, they want to get in and get the neatest
deals?
coins first.
Yeah.
There's not deals at first unless you just get lucky and cherry pick something. But the point is you have first choice.
Gotcha. So really, the deals are made on the back end at the latest before you
Yeah,
guys
but
come
all
up
the
with-
good, all the really good stuff is gone by then, probably. Or it's more expensive because somebody bought it and marked it up.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I can talk them into it. I'm really a good talker in person.
Yeah, I know. God, remind me to bring my ice pick for my eardrum.
I know, because, you just a smile and a tilt of a head and be like,
Oh, so much personality going on here. Lots.
Let's see.
Where's Dave? We need to take the sharp objects away from you.
Dave's right over here.
Dave, please don't let him hurt himself. We're
He's
worried.
feeding me information.
He always does.
Dave's not here, man.
It's having a good secretary is really great.
I know he's the producer over there for you. Wow,
That's
Nick.
right.
No,
Producer Dave. That's what we get. Producer Dave.
But we can't listen to him until he's ready to come on camera. We have to ignore him.
You would just be surprised if you knew everything that was going on here at Coin.
I'm sure there's a lot going on there.
I have in the house. I don't know. I have in the house the owner of the #1 bust dollar collection on the PCGS registry site.
Really? Let's meet him.
Oh wow, I know who that is then.
He just flipped you the bird, Nick. He said he's not coming.
He wouldn't flip me the bird.
What's this then?
He did not.
Oh yeah.
If he's going to be vulgar, then he needs to show his face so that way I can look him eye to eye and tell him that he's wrong.
He wasn't
It's not
flipping
nice.
you off, Nick.
Look at
Nick,
Dave.
wait. He wasn't flipping you off, Nick. He was flipping Brad off because he was facing Brad.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Flowing hair.
Wow.
Very nice.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a R7 die marriage. So there's less than 10 known.
Wow. And that's his coin?
Yes.
Why do you have it?
And why, yes.
Because he handed it to me to show you.
I mean, does he carry it around with him?
He's
Everywhere
he's visiting me this week. So
Oh, so it's Charlie.
no, it's not Charlie. Charlie doesn't have that much money.
I like Charlie.
Sorry, Charlie.
The
Everybody
guy
likes
that-
Charlie because what's not to like about 105-pound little toy man.
He's not a 105 toy man.
Okay, so 125.
Is
so
he really? No, Charlie's bigger than that.
He's as big
about
around as
145.
he is the smallest non-midget human being I know.
Really? Because he looked bigger than
You guys don't know
screen.
what you're talking about as far as that goes. Come on.
He is a petite man.
It's
Is he?
not midget, it's little people.
Midget,
Be
exactly,
respectful.
Robert. You tell
I
him.
mean, I want him. I would like to have a midget.
That's what it
Oh.
is.
Well,
midgets
why
are
not just
3
collect the Indian too?
I mean, I'd like to
Midgets-
have a
Midgets
midget
are under
farm.
3 feet. They're
Midget
under 3
farm.
feet tall. Midgets are under 3 feet tall.
Well, who else can we offend at this stream, guys? Come on.
Yeah, really?
Well, I mean, little people. I think they have such a purpose.
They have a hard time.
Yeah, well, I'm 6.5 feet tall, so you know what? I appreciate somebody that is lower down to the ground. So
My husband's 6'3".
That's pretty tall, yeah.
I didn't know that. No.
Thank you, Brad.
Thank
Hello,
you, Brad.
Deputy. Hello, Deputy. See you. Hello. Brad and
No,
Nick
I
and
didn't say pet.
doing
midget.
all the talking, so
I didn't say a pet one. I said I want a midget farm.
And what is he talking about now?
I mean,
How do you
I could
farm
rent
midgets?
them out for. I
pet
could rent them
midget?
out for circuses. For
Hey,
the circus.
stop. Enough. Wow.
I mean, they make good money. Okay, it's just a running joke in my house sometimes, so we'll just move on.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of
And
Oz.
yes, I mean seriously.
Do you know what the
It's a
Wizard of
movie?
Oz was?
What?
Do you
A
know
movie.
what the meaning behind the
I
Wizard
do.
of Oz
The Yellow
was?
Brick Road is the yes.
Huh?
The Yellow Brick Road is money, gold.
But come on, expand a little more. Just go a little further.
I mean, it was against the government.
A little
and
further.
Capitalism.
You're almost
and
there.
federal. I don't know.
How about J.P. Morgan?
Huh?
The William Jennings Bryan Cross of Gold speech.
Yes, I'm familiar, but yeah,
16 to 1 gold silver ratio.
16 to 1. That's what it was.
Yeah.
You will not crucify me upon a cross of gold.
I mean, this whole thing, though. I mean, he put a lot of meanings.
See, the wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Flying monkeys, Brad. They'll come get you. The flying monkeys.
That's the only part that I hated because I thought the flying monkeys was scary.
Nobody likes the flying monkeys.
Pay no attention to the man behind the
the curtain. Hey, no.
Yeah.
What?
I like the tiger.
Meow.
The lion the best.
Put them all.
Did you know that a famous
Cowardly
coin?
lion.
Did you know a famous coin collector almost had the role of the Tin Man?
No, who is this?
Oh, yeah.
Who?
Ed Clampett.
Really?
Buddy Epson.
Yeah. Buddy Epson, turned out he was allergic to the metallic paint.
Hey, that's right. I heard that story, but I didn't know that person was a coin collector because I mean he did have the
Yeah, I
role.
didn't know that either. I didn't know he was a coin collector.
He had the role, and then once they started, then that's when they realized that
The Buddy Epson collection was sold by Superior Gallery sometime in, I guess, the 1980s.
Oh wow!
Good job, David.
That's really cool.
I can play this character.
Because he had no brain.
Probably that's probably what he's insinuating.
I would think the Tin Man too. No heart.
I thought Nick would make a better scarecrow with that straw-colored hair. Straw-colored hair, Nick. It wasn't
my
bad.
straw-colored hair is very expensive. Thank you very much, Brad.
She could play the good fairy. You could play the good fairy.
That's right. I could play Glenda.
Right. There you go.
I was waiting for the eye roll. I was trying to get the eye roll there.
Oh, no, I've been practicing not doing it. And you know what I've noticed?
That was good, Kevin. I saw that.
My husband, he's been eye rolling at me lately.
I was just hoping I could play Toto.
You're too big. Won't fit in the basket.
Or under her arm.
Yeah, exactly. She carries him around.
Oh, there we go. 949. Put a main on David Doubloons. There we go.
Oh.
That would be great. Yeah, Halloween was last week that nobody else dressed up for.
Yeah, that's true.
I had my one leg on.
Oh, that's right. You were a pirate, and Blue was the token queen.
I had the little kitty thing.
Yeah, that was cute. That was so cute.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh, that's right. And Nick came as like an overdressed Lady Godiva. So I guess.
So droll.
Oh wow. So what
Anything
else?
Anything else?
What other numismatic questions does?
Where's your silver certificate with a Native American on it? Do you have one of those?
Which
Brad?
one is that? B. Which one is that?
It's a silver certificate with a Native American on it. It's a $5. Do you have one? Be neat if you could share that.
That
a lot of people haven't seen it. They haven't seen them.
Are you talking about the educational note? That's not of Native American. That's another semi-naked Miss Liberty.
No.
I don't have a $5 educational. Sorry.
No. Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. Hang on. Yeah, no, it's a silver certificate with a Native American on it.
Share it, B. I can pull it up.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you can look it up. It's on
Share it. Just share your screen. Go down to where it says present. Click on that and it'll say share screen. Just do that.
Oh, well, hold on. Here we go. I just
Count
wait.
my blessings. Isn't that the song they sing in White
This
Christmas?
one right here. This one here. So, like that. And then click share screen. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll give you an option. You have to pick the page that you have to share.
Sharing is to monitor.
Make
I don't
certain you
know.
ain't got no pornography on there.
Don't open one thing.
That's not it. That's not it.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Never mind. I'm going to have to learn how to do that next time.
I know, Paul.
What
I agree.
series? Hey, B, what series is it?
Let me look. Let me look.
Is it a large size?
This is not a good page. It's an eBay page, but it's $5 silver certificate, United States of America, $5. It has a Native American. I can't explain anything else. Let me see.
Are you talking about the Onapapa
That's not a
series 1901? Robert,
try this.
I think she's talking about the
1899.
1899. The big Indian
Yeah.
sheep.
Do you have
Yeah.
any of those? Those
Hold
are
on.
really neat.
No, I don't right now, hon.
Oh,
It's a really great note.
yeah. I know somebody that had a page of them, a whole sheet. Of 'em.
That's cool.
Yeah. His kids were fighting over
it's
it
not-
after he passed
You
away.
you have me confused. No, it is a silver certificate. That's the $10 note Bison. That's the U.S. note. Sorry.
No, it's a silver certificate.
Really, David, you
1899.
stayed
Let
up.
me see.
Yeah, it's a silver certificate. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back here. Go back.
Is that it?
Yep. That's
Yes,
it.
that's it. Thank
One of
you.
our
Oh,
classic.
that's a beautiful note.
Isn't
Oh,
that
it's gorgeous.
nice? Nick?
Beautiful.
Now, if
So
you
neat.
just like the image, you can find that image on one of those souvenir cards. I don't remember
Yeah.
which event it was made for, but that's been reprinted on a souvenir card.
Okay.
Nice. So pretty. Look at this one.
Well, I do not have that particular one.
Oh, a Black Eagle.
Black Eagle. There you go. Yep.
You know,
Nice.
look, and at the bottom we have a couple of dead presidents too.
Yeah, Lincoln and Grant.
Yep.
Nice, huh? Wait, there we go. There we go.
Okay,
Nice.
Brad, your turn.
Show and
All right.
tell. I love show and tell.
Huh. That looks like it's a fake one there.
That ooh. Yeah, that doesn't. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, Brad. Expert estate appraisal.
It's a propaganda sheet for Coins Plus.
Oh,
Advertisement. by-
Propaganda. I mean, it's not. I mean, advertisement. I would think propaganda. My gosh. What's the propaganda? What is he trying to brainwash us with?
It's just selling my business.
It's a nice
That's
one
the
too.
1923 $1 silver certificate. Yeah,
That's
that's the
nice.
most common large size note.
There you
Now,
go.
those also come in United States notes with a red seal, exactly the same, but with a red seal. They're much rarer.
That's funny, huh? Anyway,
I missed it there, B.
yeah, here. It's funny.
That's a California too.
Exactly.
You can tell that's a yeah.
Yeah, somebody drew on it, so I kept it.
We are not going to go into that one. That's for damn sure. I want to keep the channel at
Dude,
least a couple more months.
It's cute. Some more toys. Let me see. Some other toys.
Well, I don't know if it let me post it, but coins making sense. I tried to post a link in the chat for you. It's a auction in your neck of the woods.
Who are you talking to?
Coins making sense.
Oh, Kevin.
Doesn't like
Kevin.
me.
Okay, I thought you were talking to me, so I'm like, because I wasn't paying attention.
It may
Yeah.
have not gone through because it was a website that I put in.
Nope, it didn't go through.
Okay.
Put it into the private chat.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yes, it's in your neck of the woods. My friend works there. It's a big
yeah?
auction house.
Nick,
And
Definitely
out,
have
of
to put
Ryan,
out of Vassar, Michigan, and she
Nick,
looks just like
stop
me.
lying.
What are you talking about?
You don't have friends.
No,
Ah,
we look just alike. We're probably identical twins almost, except my sister looks just like me too, and so does my daughter. So there, it's in the private chat. They always have a lot
I'm
of.
gonna go look. I'm gonna go look.
Because it's a large auction. You have to go in there and let me see. And under all categories, you have to go into the currency because you'd have the furniture that they have in there for these estate sales is gorgeous too. But I can't
You know
buy it.
what's been bringing a lot of money today, Nick?
What?
Cobs.
Cobs?
Yes, pirate money.
Really?
Yeah, the pirate money auction is today. I was trying to bid on some things and got blown out
Where
of
was
the water.
this?
oh my.
Where was it?
Florida.
Well, why didn't you share?
I didn't get anything.
Oh, too expensive?
Yes. I was
Was it
being
really?
frugal like you.
Was it any particular ship?
No, just kind of everything. You know the devalued cobs from Potosi, the from the mint scandal. I was trying to get a couple of counter stamps that I didn't have examples of, and one of them was a really cool pentagonal counter stamp, and the pre-sale estimate was 1,000 to 1,500, and they brought like 6,000.
Wow. Somebody really wanted it.
Yeah, they were really, really pretty scarce. That was a jump. Like I said before, does anybody out there in Cyberland have any questions that they would like us to answer? We will.
Well, I was curious. Have you had an influx of people coming in with silver went down and gold went down quite a bit yesterday?
We have had a great influx of customers in general lately. It's been very busy buying and selling. A couple of weeks ago, we had somebody sell us 160 ounces of gold and at one time. And
So when did they sold that? You bought that last week, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really, really, really busy lately. You know, Robert hasn't been able to go through all of the silver that we've bought.
Really? I would love to be able to help go through that stuff.
I wouldn't trust you.
Why?
Sticky fingers.
Don't worry, Nick. He didn't, Nick. That's a sign he loves you because
Okay.
he always bitched at me at the beginning. Like I told him, it's like, you ain't got a coin that valuable, son.
Well, no, I don't want anything that's not mine either.
Well, like I said, my reputation is worth well more than any individual coin he's got. That's for
You
sure.
know, I only thought about running once.
Running once where?
Well, okay. And when was that?
It was
I understand.
It was many years ago at, I think, an A&A convention. I was walking around, and the night before, one of the dealers had just bought a brazier doubloon and paid about, I don't know, $8 million for it. And so I wanted to get a closer look at it. And I was walking up to his table, and the guy in front of me goes, I'd like to take a look at the brazier doubloon. And the guy basically pointed at it and said, well, there it is in the case. You can have a look. And so the guy's standing there looking, and he looked and he goes, oh, hi, Brad. I said, yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. When he's done, I'll look. He opened the case, slid it across the case at me, and turned around and walked away. And I'm standing there with his $8 million coin, and the other guy's looking at me like, what? I'm like, you know, it was kind of cool.
My only one time, I mean, really, really, really had me like, gosh, I was a young kid. even though I was into coins, but I was a painter at the time, and we was painting a house out there by Indian Hill. Brad, you know where that's at. And that's our uppity up class home. And we was painting this guy's living room. And me and my boss, we'd go to move the china cabinet. We both about had a hernia when we tried to pick it up. And we just thought, okay, loaded with chinaware. We opened the doors, and guys, I kid you not, here is 40-pound gold bars stacked in this thing.
What?
Oh, yeah, I'm not joking. These were not imitation either. This guy was on vacation down in Mexico, and I just put two and two together. Like, he's in Mexico. He's left all this gold up here. Nah, this mother's going to come find me and shoot me as soon as he does if I steal this shit. I forget it.
I had an appraisal in Indian Hill once, and I went to the appraisal and was ushered in, and I walked into the foyer, and I glanced off to my right into the living room, and I saw some really cool paintings, and I went, "Oh wow!" And the guy goes, "You like Indian paintings?" I go, "Yeah, I like Indian paintings." He says, "Ah, come on!" He takes me in and shows me the Indian paintings in the room, and I'm like looking, and I'm like, "There's $2 million worth of paintings in this room." So I'm starting to get excited because he's told me he has a complete half-dime collection by Dayton Mitmark. So I'm like, I'm excited.
Yeah.
So then we go downstairs, and he opens up this big, huge safe, and he goes, "Since you like Indian things, what do you think about this?" And he starts pulling battle shields out of the safe. Indian, the buffalo hide decorated battle shields. He said, "I wrote a book on these, and this one's from this tribe, and it's worth 150,000." And I'm like, "Oh, wow, I want to see the coins." So finally he opens another safe and he starts pulling out proof sets. And I'm like, all right, we got to go through the proof sets to get to the good stuff. So finally he goes, "And here's my half dime collection." And he handed me the book of half dimes, and I opened it, and it was all I could do not to throw up. It was the world's worst half dime collection. Every coin was holed, bent, scratched, corroded, polished, and some of them had multiple problems. I'm like, what in the world? It was awful, but it was complete.
Wasn't worth the price of admission.
You can't imagine going from I'm going to see $1 million collection of half dimes to I see about a $5,000 collection of half dimes.
Oh, what a letdown!
It was a letdown.
Yeah,
kind of like talking with Nick. So does anybody out there have another suggestion for our topic next week? On Roosevelt dimes, Jefferson nickels. Oh, David, yes. Which would you like to do? David is not talking. He is typing.
Yeah, that's right. He was talking. Oh,
David, you're unmuted.
I told you, David. I told you it's a good idea.
I could do one. I could do the dimes next week.
Yeah, I told you.
What do you think, Robert?
No, I would like for you to do the nickels only because I've done one on Mercury dimes, and that's just to where we could push the dimes away a little farther, and then, well, just to get a nice, because nobody has ever done anything on the nickels, and there's a lot of people that collect nickels. I'd like to get, how'd you like to do one on buffalo nickels? Or
I could probably get my life together and do it.
All right. Well, David's going to do
Jefferson's
next week. There we go. David says good. Yes. Yay.
Okay, we've got David doing Jefferson nickel. Who would like to do buffalo nickels at any time? I don't care. I mean, however long it takes to put them together.
Robert, just a heads up for everybody. A week after next, I think it is. Let me see. Right, the 21st. I'm probably not going to be around. I'm going to go on another trip to CAC.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that week I'm not going to be here also because I'm going to be helping run the Michigan State numismatic coin show
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
that weekend.
Oh wow, that is that man. Maybe I won't even show up, or I might come to that show.
Hey,
Hold it.
Did they bring- hey,
Isn't
did-
that normally Thanksgiving weekend?
we moved it to the week before because we were starting to have real problems getting dealers to come in on Thanksgiving weekend.
Oh, okay. Well, there
where
we
is
go.
it-
News to me.
Where is it at now, Kevin? Because I know it used to be across the interstate from the Ford Museum.
It used to be at the Hyatt there in Dearborn. Unfortunately, the Hyatt Hotel got kind of condemned back in 2013.
Wow.
So, we had to move to Macomb Community College up in Warren, Michigan, which is where this show is going to be in 2 weeks. Pretty much instead of getting off at 75 and over there by 94, you just take 75 all the way up to 696 and take that across over to the east side of town. Pretty much, we're going to be there, and actually they're going to be under renovation for the next year. So actually we're looking for a temporary home for 25. So
Okay.
but we're still going to be at Macomb here in 2 weeks.
That would be a good one right there for you, Brad.
I don't know anything about Carson City Dimes.
Oh, you don't?
Not really. I'd have to do a lot of research.
Okay. Well,
All right.
I don't either. So that would be good for somebody to do some research on, and that'd be a great. I mean, I don't know how.
Who has any? I don't have any.
Most people have the 76 Carson City, but after that, yeah.
I don't think I do.
But the 76 Carson Cities have a lot of neat double dies.
Oh yeah, there's probably
Yeah, I
I can
don't
do
think I
5
have.
off the top of my head. Because you have a double die obverse, double die reverse, then you have a combination of both together, and you got some double die yeah, it's right. Yeah, well, Ronald, I've sold some CC dimes. Might have been before your time, but we had some CC dimes with the DDOs, DDRs, all that stuff. So, yeah, and I think the Carson Cities, if memory serves me correctly, and Brad, you should know this, the Carson City, just the mint itself, did they have like 2 individual C's? I mean, because the CCs are always so unaligned.
Yeah, it was not a gang punch. I think it was an individual C that they hit twice.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God. I mean, talk about how inept you can take a government, give them a job to do, and voila, they'll screw
Well,
it
just
up.
look at like what 61D cents, how the D moves around.
Oh,
I mean, that's a wandering mint mark there, baby.
you can do that probably starting in the 1950s and go all the way up into
Sure, I just
modern day.
happen to remember 61D was a year that I always remembered seeing it in many different places.
Well, 60 and 61 probably would be the best for that. But like I say, what is it? The most recent, somebody out there in the chat should know it. But there's something like, I think 1974, 75, somewhere around there. There's a D mint mark on a Jefferson nickel that's so far off that it's actually got some value. So
I still like the 1975 dimes without a mint mark.
yeah, we all do.
And it just depends on which one.
Yes, Nick.
5 minutes.
Right, and I was getting ready to take and say, yeah, we're getting ready to start doing our goodbyes. Have you ever got your dime back, Brad? Your 83, I believe.
No, it should be back sometime soon, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you was going to be getting it back soon. So yeah, that'd be
Well,
one.
I called CAC the other day, and they have a couple of things that are just about done, and I told them to put them all in one package. So I'll be getting the 21D half, the 83 no mint mark dime, your GSA Carson City and mine, and something. Oh, your three-legger and something else all back at the same time.
Okay, that's good. That's fine. So, okay, well, listen, we're going to take and start doing our goodbyes. Dave, I'm going to pull you off of mute. Or no, you have to unmute yourself, Dave. And then we'll let you start by saying goodbye, and then we'll just go around the room. And we're going to end this, guys. Anybody, if you have any suggestions about a podcast, let us know. Leave it in the comments. Dave, take it away.
Well, everyone, I hope you had a good time today. Sorry about my audio. I'll get that fixed for next week. Thank you very much.
Okay, Blue.
Thanks for coming, everybody. I had a good time. I hope you guys all learned something, and it was very nice of Brad to share his currency with us. Bye.
Okay.
Hey everybody, thank you for coming out today. Brad, excellent information. Yeah, currency is definitely an area that I'm a little light on, and honestly, that was excellent information. Thank you all for coming on. Can't wait to see y'all next week.
Bye. See you next week.
Well, currency is a lot lighter than the coins. So I keep thinking every day I should have been a currency dealer instead of a coin dealer. But thank you all. Had a great time, and we look forward to seeing you all next week. And we're also looking forward to that talk on the Jefferson nickels. I think we'll all learn something there. So, Robert, back to you.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Cointalk, we will have a sale. I'll get my list up as soon as possible for all you guys. So if you're not subscribed, please hit that subscription button and the bell so you'll be notified anytime we go live. Take care, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Goodbye, all.